Welcome back, everybody, to Crush Improv Focus D&D as Dan tells us about pickleball. Isn't that great, Dan?
Green one.
That's amazing.
It's actually the Raw Center.
The Raw Center. So, at the risk of non-Dungeons and Dragons activities, I'm going to segue us back to D&D. And as we all remember, the last episode was largely logistical as you discussed how you wanted to lay out the defense of Saltmarsh from the impending assumed attack of the Sahaugen. And you had spent a lot of time arranging warriors and archers and horsemen and all sorts of people. And the whole town is all set up. And you spent the evening preparing, readying yourselves, perhaps redoing your spells. I don't know if that was a factor, whether you guys chose different spells. Brooke, being muted, is thinking about it and talking to herself.
Yeah, it is to myself. I should redo my portents, that's all.
That's a good factor, yes. And in the early morning, when people are pacing the walls and patrolling, there was a hail from one of the watchtowers yelling out, "Sharks!" As I'm assuming there are probably the morning light radiates from the east and illuminates the bay, the Javin Bay, to the south of Saltmarsh. And indeed, as you rustle yourselves into position, you can see to the south there are fins in the water, and they are circling. And the druids you had asked to patrol in the water, you can see the trails of dolphins swimming back up to the shore. And indeed, they arrive here and leap out of the water, changing into human form and elvish form and halfling form, and jump onto the water nearer to Jondron and say, "There's hundreds of them, hundreds, swimming up under the water, coming towards us."
I freeze and panic.
It begins.
All right.
Yes, I dramatically say it begins.
Okay, perfect. So, in that case, I'm going to just give you guys the initiative because you are the defenders. I think you are all in the positions you want to be, but as you look to the south, tell me if you want to do anything else in advance of this. You can see a frothing on top of the bay as many forms are swimming underneath it and creating one heck of a disturbance. So we'll give you one opportunity if you want to take it to do anything at this point. Otherwise, you can tell that they're going to
go on land.
What's that?
Is this a distraction?
Well, we don't know, but we're set up for it. If it is, we're set up for it.
I mean, the sharks aren't going to walk on here. They're just...
No, but the Sahaugen could be riding them, perhaps?
Oh, I should specify. The druids say it's not just sharks.
Yeah, Sahaugen.
Yeah.
I literally thought that you just are like, there's 100 sharks coming towards you. And I was like, okay, but let them.
Do that shark NATO
okay, let's go
thing
inside
where they grab
then.
a person and pull them back in the water.
Should I, just to be safe, throw one javelin into the water and see if I can hit something?
Be pretty tight.
Couldn't hurt. Or unless it
Couldn't hurt.
It'd be awfully Jadranjaron of you. So.
Maybe they still are looking to negotiate.
It's entirely possible that they are looking
They
to
should
negotiate.
jump in and try to negotiate.
Can our wizard clan do anything to up a defense or set the stage? Throw some electricity in the water once they all arrive. I've got Thunder Wave, but that's only good for 15 feet.
Yeah. So their big deal is, and you have a number of them. You had 3 of them that are creating illusions.
Yeah.
They got something special planned. And the other ones are capable of doing, there's 6. They're capable of doing 1 fireball spell, which can affect a group of enemies. Otherwise, they can cast spells, but they really don't have a marginal effect on large groups.
You could call lightning there. Maybe is there a druid that could maybe that whole thing where you can do 1 per round, zappity zappity zap?
Yeah, you could have one of those. You don't
like
have
a
many
sustained
highlight-
damage kind of thing. Like you get it, no, you get it, and looking for the proc you were
I
talking about.
actually I have it prepared too, so I can
Oh, perfect.
drop it as well. Yeah.
Lightning strikes twice.
Oh, yeah, you can get 2 of those. You have a number of lower level druids. Only one of them can cast Call Lightning apart from Tergar. All right, so is that a spell you wanted to cast now in advance, or did you want to wait till you get a target?
I don't have a target, so there's no point in wasting that.
And I think it's also, there is a range to it as well. So
There is. It's 120 feet, so
yeah,
not very far in terms of where they might be.
yeah, because the scale here, each of these squares is 60 feet. So
Yeah, no, I'll wait. All my stuff, I think I'm going to wait. So I'm not casting anything in advance of their arrival. Just
Okay.
yet. Brooksy,
okay.
Londa, do you have things you want to cast, perhaps?
I'm still waiting to figure out what's happening.
Yeah, it's hard until you know the way that they're going to attack. And a lot of my, I do have a couple that are. Do I have anything? Yeah, sticking. Yeah.
Are you on a rooftop, Nimmerlian? You should put yourself up high.
Okay.
'Cause it looks like you're
Do you
down on
wanna-
the rope.
Do you want to be in a
Like
tiny
be-
hut?
An easy target, just like out in the open, up high.
Yeah. What about if you were like one of the, like, I don't know. I like where you are in terms of being central to everything. What about like between that Wizard Brigade and what's these people? You can go on that roof right there. You can see everything.
Sure. Yeah, over there. I mean, I've also got Misty Step, so I can move around as needed.
That's
A little
true.
bonus level 2 spell. So
Yeah, they're not getting to you right there. They'd have to go through a lot of layers to get to you.
no, they could throw things at me for sure and do spells at me. So yeah, no, I don't really like it. I mean,
But you're kind of hidden behind the houses and stuff too, so that you are protected there.
yeah, I think I'm just gonna wait.
okay. Then you see getting closer and closer the massive number of forms under the water until eventually they erupt from the water and show themselves in their great numbers. And yeah, so you've got the blue guys are about, let's see, group of about 25.
What are they, Sahagin?
They are all Sahagin of various shapes and sizes. The number is 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys up here, ching, are groups of 20. And then behind them is, you probably saw him, Dan, at the big gladiatorial pit. He was a badass looking Sahagin. He's about 8 feet tall and a big
Is that M?
extra. That is M, and he has got 30 warriors with him.
Okay.
And then you definitely recognize Baron Kempak leading, also back here, a group of another 30. So all told, lots. The blue troops are a little different. They've got one large guy leading who's got he's got a light protruding from his head. And picture one of those fish that lives deep down in the water and has a little lure in front, and I'm just a harmless little lure, and then it munches on the thing that comes close. So picture that, but in Sagan form. So as they erupt from the water, you get one free reaction because they are spending their action emerging from the water. And we go open style, whoever would like to go first.
Well, I could cast that right.
So I'm
We have
far
their
away.
wide
Somebody,
sweeping.
we should be communicating with each other about what's going on.
For sure. I don't have a lot of wide sweeping effects.
I can cast Ice Storm. So each block here is what?
60 feet.
Each block is 60 feet?
Yes. So basically, most spells will affect the thing that's inside it, and not multiple blocks.
Okay, so if I don't know if this is a D&D rule. Let's say I have something that like Ice Storm that is a 20-foot radius,
Mm-hmm.
but I cast it sort of
No.
like in
You can
between
get
them.
one token.
Yeah, so I can't cast it in that where the
No.
3 squares converge and make
You
it
have to
count
choose
against
one.
all of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the squares are so big, and I don't want to try and half track damage.
Fair enough.
between
Yeah.
tokens.
I just didn't know what the rule was. What? So sorry. These squares are 60 feet.
60 by 60. Any area of
Just
effect spell, unless you
the
tell me that it's like
range. Oh,
100
I've got
by
300
100,
feet.
is going to cover one.
Yeah, I've got 300 feet. I'm gonna cast Ice Storm on M.
Okay.
That's a level 4. So I've never cast this before. So
I imagine they have to make a save.
you have to make a dexterity saving throw. Yeah, no matter what damage is happening, I guess. Creature takes data. Failed. They take half. Okay, so I need 2
Yeah.
die 8. And then
Thought Ice Storm had a lot more damage than that.
2 die 8 plus 4
Oh,
die
plus 4 to
6.
6 cold, yeah. Okay. Well, you can roll your damage, and I'll roll the saving
Yeah,
throw.
hold on. I'm just gonna. Oh crap!
Ooh, look at them natural ones. Well, it's a light rain, or a light ice storm, I should guess. We'll see if they succeed in a save. They get plus 3 to this. You've got a pretty high spell save DC. Is it 18?
It is. Hold on. My spell save DC. Scroll back here. Shit, where is that in my save
It's on
DC
the
is
second
plus
page.
16.
16, yes. They made their save, so they take half of that, which is 9, 10, if I'm being generous. So we'll just log some damage because there's a bunch in there. 40. That's going to be cool. I mean, it has an effect. It's just not a huge effect.
No.
I think
Okay.
Christine, you had your hand raised, but I wanted to jump on what you were doing there, Dan. Does that also slow them down? Does it freeze the water?
Supposed to. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's something.
That's something. Yeah, it's
So it's the terrain now has become difficult terrain until the end of my next turn.
cool. So they get to move half, basically.
Yeah.
And essentially, if you're running, you would get to go 2 squares. If you're walking, you would get to go 1. Like if you want to move and attack, you would get to move 1 of those squares.
What is
'Cause-
each square again?
60 feet.
60.
60.
And each
60 feet.
It's
Sorry,
also
I'm
worth-
not listening.
It's also worth noting that each round is a minute. In regular D&D, it's 6 or 10 seconds or something. So essentially, because we have large battles taking place and lots of people moving around, things take a little longer. But it also allows you to actually move some squares. So, because otherwise, if it was 6 seconds, you'd never move out of your single square. So that's Dan. Christine had your hand raised.
I had a question.
Yes.
Question is, do I remember it? Oh yes. Are any of them wearing armor, particularly metal armor?
Metal armor, no. They'd be wearing
Okay.
bone armor.
Bone armor.
He said
Yes.
bone.
Bone armor. You can wear bone armor. Okay, that was my question. It was a question, not a I'm ready to go next.
Okay.
Because I have this cheeky little spell I've never used called heat metal. So I'm always curious if someone is wearing something and I can just
Great band.
burn them. Anyways,
Played for
Mhm.
Kiss, I think in '88, and they were fantastic. Heat metal.
anyways,
All right.
I'll pass.
Excellent question. Who wants
I
to
can
do a thing?
a wall of fire that can be up to 60 feet long.
You can.
if
No,
you
just
wanted to do that, but I can also do lightning bolt,
Oh,
which
cheeky
is
lightning bolt.
100 feet long and 5 feet wide
Yes.
from where I blast it from. And I can, yeah.
Are we still talking about bone armor?
I think we are still talking about bone armor, yeah. Okay, well, the choice is yours. Fireball would get one creature.
No, I said firewall.
Oh, firewall.
Whiskey.
And you were saying that's 40 feet wide?
60.
60. So again, you could put it into one of those squares.
Right. And then if anybody walks that way, but there's just so many ways they can go. I think
Then go
lightning
around,
bolt
yeah.
makes more sense because then it can cover 2 squares because it's
Might be more effective in the water too. I don't know.
I think according to the D&D physics, it's not.
Ah. But it looks cooler.
It does look cool, though. It ignites flammable objects that aren't being worn or carried, but that's all it says. Doesn't say anything about water. Do you want to think about that, Brooke? Or are you going to do it?
No, I'll just do lightning bolt.
Okay. Who are you targeting?
The guys that are kind of like where like in front of the druids, I guess, right?
Yeah, you can do that. So that is, again, just a case of you rolling your damage, and then they make a saving throw to see how much if that reduces.
And am I getting both groups because it's 100 feet?
As long as the range on that is...
If I move here or whatever?
Well, it's 100 feet from you. So if you're going to tell me that you can... Yeah.
I'm
So
just
if-
making sure that you know that these archers and stuff are on rooftops, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, so you'd have to use a spell like Misty Step or something to get there because they're 60-foot hexes. You can move 2 for your entire action, or you can move 1 and do a thing. And if you move there, I believe there is in fact I don't know, it's wide open. So yeah, you could totally go there and shoot that thing if you want. Shoot it, like tell the druids to duck or something, I guess.
Yeah, okay, then let's just do that. That'll make more sense.
Cool. Roll your damage.
And I'm gonna do it as a level 4, which means it's 9d6.
Perfect. So like 2 saves. This guy's at +3. And sure, he didn't make that. Meanwhile, Baron Kempak's at +5. And he gets a 24, which I think means he's going to save. His group's going to save. So your total is 22. So that first group is going to get all that damage, which I have to do a little math for. You sizzle through a lot of them. They don't like getting hit by that at all.
Hooray!
You see like bodies charred and fly off the dock. But the Baron's troops and perhaps the Baron himself are only lightly sizzled. Excellent.
And
That's your
then
turn.
can I now Misty Step to be like to safety?
Is that a spell you can cast as a bonus action?
Yes, it is.
Then yes, you can. I believe you can go 60 feet, which would be 1 square.
Great, I'm gonna
Unless
go
you
like, I guess, back up onto the rooftop or whatever.
All right.
Okay.
Who's next? Who wants to do what next? And you can tell me if you want to have the archers and warriors and such do stuff too. Those are all under your command.
Well, let's get the archers to fire. We have archers all across the line, right? So
Yes.
what's their range?
They can shoot 2 squares.
120 feet.
Okay, well, why don't we get like these guys to shoot at the square directly south of them?
Okay.
Right, guys? Like, I don't want to speak for.
Yes,
Let's
yeah,
just get them,
absolutely.
all the archers to shoot
Yeah, if
directly
the
south.
walkers see a bad guy, they shoot for them.
Yeah. In like timing, we have one guy who says, "Pull! Fire!" Like that kind of thing.
Yes.
Exactly. All right. So they roll at a +4. And they need to get 12 on their 2 hit. So whoever wants to roll for them, go for it.
I'll do it. How much?
Die 20.
Ooh,
Ah.
so close.
Actually, that is
Oh, they made it.
+4. They just did it. Yeah.
Oh, great.
All right, so roll a die 8.
Oh,
These damn.
darn.
Okay. There's.
Is that all the archers?
Yes.
Oh, come on.
I'm doing
Sorry,
a
I thought
little.
I had lucky fingers today.
All right, and that's right. Okay.
What about those ships that we have in the harbor? Do we have soldiers on those ships?
Nope. You said you didn't want to put any there. They're just acting as a barricade.
Decoy, yeah.
But they have like nets down, don't they?
Yeah. They were
Yeah.
designed to stop people from swimming underneath them, I think, is what you would use those for.
Yes. Into the harbor there.
Indeed. Okay, that's one group of archers that's gone. I need you guys to tell me who goes next. I don't care
I'll
who
go
goes
next.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll do. Oh shit! I'm like going to open my character sheet the second I said that, and I hit the X to close it. I'm like, now I gotta find
But
it.
here's the
Okay,
thing.
I got it.
That's a good way of getting out of doing something.
So
Wait,
stupid.
guys, I'll
I was
go.
like, I'm ready. I click in. It
Battle
goes,
was
like,
today. I
damn.
slept in.
Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I was looking at it. I'm going to cast.
Now, Christine, don't hit leave. That red button in the bottom right corner, don't click that.
But I want to. I want to so bad. Okay. No, you're gonna love this, guys. You're gonna love this. I'm gonna cast Shatter. Cool. When is his
I think
range?
it's quite a distance from you to any target is part of the
Okay.
issue. Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so the
60-foot
range
range,
is-
so it can attack something into the square right beside you.
Okay, then
One
I
square.
changed. Oh god, I can't do anything then. No, I can do Fireball. I'm gonna do Fireball.
Okay. I think the range on it's going to be disappointingly short.
150.
150 feet. So it could do. I'll give you
We get
3
some
squares.
of the front guys. I get these guys, can I? Sorry if you can hear my dog howling a bit. I don't know if that came
Those
through.
guys are 480 feet away from you.
Oh right, sorry.
60 foot a square.
Okay, then I can't do anything.
Would you like to
Guys.
move?
The squares are 60
I know.
feet by 60 feet.
But how tall?
Okay, but am I on a boat?
If you want to be on a boat, you could be on
Not
that boat.
necessarily.
hmm That boat could move you 2 squares if you wanted, or you could move 2 squares on land.
Okay. Okay, we'll move 2 squares. Me and the boat.
Okay,
I
well,
think this is the
you-
boat.
sure. You tell the boat to go on land, and you go on foot. Are
Well.
you in the boat or are you on land? I need to know.
I think I'm on the boat. It's where
Alright.
they put. It's where everybody else put me. I'm just
You
chilling.
put yourself.
Put
Don't
yourself
let
right
anyone
on
put
there,
you
then.
where you don't want to be.
Okay, you guys fully put baby in a corner in this one, and I'm
I think.
feeling the
We just-
pressure.
Yeah, we felt very nervous moving you around.
Nobody wanted to take responsibility for your death.
We were
That's
really
okay.
worried about what you would do to us.
About my death,
You're on
you
the
like
spot.
already knew it was gonna happen. There's nothing I can really do.
One of us can read the future.
Yeah. Just in case anybody's curious, the AMU stands for Mobile Unit. That is a cart with 10 city warriors on it.
Right. Thanks.
So, Al, why don't we just pick on you to do something?
Well, I'm hanging out with the scoundrels. I think I tell everybody to, because we're patrolling the underground tunnels, or like keeping track of all of the little smuggler passages.
Yes.
So, hearing on the old brain intercom that action's going down, hearing a faint hubbub in the distance, I let the team know to kind of get into the entrance of a tunnel, to be a little more hidden / be able to sneak off to another area. We're pretty much holding fast. I'm debating sending the mobile unit to mobilize some of the folks from further away, like the watch warriors on the bridge, or possibly even some of the folks at Hool Watch, some of the horsemen, but I'm holding fast. I'm gonna wait and see what more develops, but I'm definitely tempted to rally the troops over to the docks, but I'm gonna hang on.
Okay. When you give the order for them to hide, you turn your head, and then suddenly the tunnel is absolutely empty, and you're wondering if they all just disappeared and went home, or have they all hidden? You assume maybe they are very good hiders.
I 100% assume that they're all very much ready.
Okay.
But the fact that I cannot see them can only mean that they are ready.
Clearly. All right, that's Al. Who wants to go next between...
I'll go.
Sounds like Jojandron is going to go next. Excellent.
Who's the druid next to me?
There are 3 druids there, and they have recently left out of the water, having shifted out of dolphin form to land beside you. And nipping at their heels are a bunch of Sahuagin warriors.
Are they carrying any weapons, the druids?
Yeah, sure. Scimitars and clubs and staves and stuff.
Do I recognize any of them from previous battles, like guys who I fought with years ago?
No, but you have met them. When you went to visit Lady Tolliver, they were on Oak Island. They were her acolytes.
Okay, great. So they know who I am, and they know what
I mean, you don't go drinking, but, you recognize, you can do a little head nod, and they know you.
Yeah, I was hoping to do a head nod. That's exactly.
Yeah.
I don't have to tell them about the Alona stuff, eh? Have they?
You could. This may not be the time.
Okay. Well, I'd like to do a head nod and grab one of my big weapons. I have some kind of sword, surely, still.
You've got for yourself a nice great sword, as I recall.
Okay, so are we able to... I'd like to move 1 square up.
You can move yourself wherever you want.
And so I'd like to... I'm going to spare Al a joke about the distance, because I know it's 25 feet.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack blue guy number 2.
So just for greater clarity, that is not just one guy. That is 28 guys.
20... Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Okay, well...
You may want to revisit your... Well, I mean, you can. I'm not going to say you can't.
I would like to attack one of the 28 guys.
Okay.
And I'd the head nod to those... How many druids? 6.
3.
I almost got tricked you to think there were 6.
No, 6, 7?
The 3 of them, the head nod means they're going to attack one of those 28 druids.
So they're going to come right in there with you. Okay.
Yes. So
well,
attack
maybe inspired by your brazen action. Maybe they will. All right. So which one are you're attacking number 2 on the end of that dock?
Yeah, and those druids are going to attack 1 and or maybe let's just go with 1.
Okay.
The group of 1. So 1, 2, and 3 each have 20. Is that right?
Roughly 28. Yeah.
Okay.
Of varying shapes and sizes.
So that's 28, 56.
Mike, I don't know if I can count that high.
84.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Now, when you approach that group, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom. I am
pretty good at that.
So that's a 20?
That is a 20-sider, yeah.
Rolling it. 9. Plus my character sheet bonus. I get a bonus for having my character.
Yeah, it's probably on there somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. Plus 1.
Is it only plus 1?
Sorry. Saving throw.
Yeah.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
I got wisdom that says plus 1 in 2 places, but I'm on dark mode on my thing, so I don't actually see what the headlines are.
It's gray on black. It is a plus 1. I thought you had more than that, but apparently you're not so wise, which I guess is in keeping.
Consistent, yeah.
As you charge the group, you become fascinated by that blinking, shimmering white lure in front of the big blue Sahuagin. It's not an enemy. It's fascinating, and you slowly come to a halt in front of it, and your sword sort of clunks to the ground as you fascinatingly consider this thing.
My sword clunks on the dock?
Well, it's still lightly gripped in your hands as you can't help but look at that charming white flashing light on the end of this.
We got like an anglerfish type thing going on.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. And his big gaping maws are coming closer and clear towards you. So we'll leave you for the moment.
John say anything in his head to us like, guys, you gotta see this. It's beautiful. Like, does he appear to all of us? What?
You're connected, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we are.
That animal, and is it the Bug's Life that they see that way, or what Pixar movie has the light that goes around?
Finding Nemo, I think.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Glad we have this settled.
Okay, so we're aware that Joe John is now infatuated with something. And
You can clearly see this from your vantage point, what's happening here.
Okay.
And what about my druid friends
2020.
who are sympathetic about my Alona divorce?
I think you could make a saving throw for them as well.
Okay, sure.
We'll just roll on mass for them. They get a +2 on their die. It's not.
What do I roll?
You're supposed to have good wisdom, you jerks.
You get 11. You need an 11, they get 10. All right, they are also similarly charmed. I'm going to use that symbol for you.
You know what I think that demonstrates is my leadership skills.
That's right. That's clearly what it is. Okay, well, we'll leave you for the time being and go to Matt. What do you want to do, Matt?
I think planning
Xander's over in
the
the
druids
town
to
hall.
do something is been made a little more spicy. Yeah, okay. Something we didn't tell you, Christine, is that we asked you to compose a battle hymn for this. So that is definitely, top of mind. I think she roll really well, or we rolled on her behalf?
She did.
Yeah.
She was very inspiring.
This is a real banger. So,
And I think we expected that
You're
you would have
welcome.
something ready for the next session. So whenever you want.
What am I doing? A song?
battle
Yeah,
hymn.
an inspiring battle hymn for the masses, yeah.
Use like an old heat metal.
Oh, yeah, just from the old canon.
To me, in my brain, hymns sound like. So I'm gonna give you guys a big hum to inspire you all.
It was.
Jordan's leaving. Jordan hates it. Jordan just walked away and he's exiting.
The
So-
cat needed
Oh, the
out.
cat was meowing. I
The
thought
cat
No,
needed
no.
out.
Okay, Lexi hates me then. Or Lacey, sorry.
battle hum.
Battle hum has to inspire the cat, too.
Yeah, sorry guys. Did my
I'll-
best.
As my action, I'll use a minor illusion to create the sound. I'll replicate the battle hum, and I'll try to
Okay.
make sure that whoever's passing by is able to hear that, and hopefully it shores up their spirits a little bit. And I will probably still ask the druids to do something, not cognizant of the fact that they're staring at a pilot fish light just kind of dangling there. So,
Okay.
yeah, tap, 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 not getting any reception. Oh, well, that's too bad.
I guess they must be busy. Okay. We still have a number of units on the board that
Yes.
haven't done anything, so whoever wants to control those or say
Well, I
do-
think
the wizards to do some fireballs and try to hit the angler
Which
guy.
ones? The ones next to you?
Yeah.
yes, there are 6 wizards and 3 clerics.
Where are they going,
That-
Brooksy?
Let's get them to get the lighting guy.
Okay.
They'll roll their fireballs.
Which one is the light? Is it which one was he attacking? The one directly south or
Any
east of him?
blue guy
But
is
which one
emitting this.
enticed him?
One has them enticed.
Oh, he was dealing with all of them.
Joe Jonderon is being charmed by the number 2 to his south.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if they'll be able to reach him, but whichever ones we can get them to mobilize and reach, I'd say that they'll just like I've reiterated to them, hey, kill off all the lighting guys.
Okay.
So they're gonna try to amass and take out the lighting.
You can't take out the lighting guys. They're union.
Oh, okay.
If you want the wizard cleric brigade to, or brigade as I've called them apparently, to attack number 2, they've got to get off of the roof and go directly south of you towards danger, which they may or may not be inclined to do. I would like you to make a persuasion check to convince them of how important it is, knowing that that is one of the things you're really good at.
I'm so good.
Well, could we not do something in conjunction with that? Could we not move this the watch warriors that are right here? So there's a barrier.
Sure.
between them, and it might be easier. Could Brooke get advantage now on that?
Oh, well, this was to persuade the wizards to move.
I know.
And yeah, maybe that is a little bit more convincing. What's your total on persuade there, Brooke?
2. So I just got an 11 on the one of like go all the way right into the heart of battle.
Yeah, they're not really inclined to move
so
into.
then can they at the very least reach the guys next to Joe John?
They surely can.
Great. So then just them then.
Excellent. So roll me 8d6 for damage.
8d6.
Do you want them all to use their fireballs? Because
What else do they have?
Well, they each have one because they're only 5th level. So you've got 3. You basically have 3 charges. So they can either one of them can shoot or all 3 of them can shoot. But then, oh wait, they've got 6 of them. So basically, they have 6 shots. Do you want them all to use? In which case, you would roll a crap ton of dice. Or
sorry,
do you want to
for the entire battle, they all have 6 shots?
Correct.
Okay. Let's
Each?
have 3 of them.
There are 6 wizards, and each one has 1 shot.
Oh,
Okay, let's have 3 of them shoot then.
Okay, so you get to roll 24 of those dice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
I was gonna make a thing.
Make sure you
where
have it
could-
add up the total for you.
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea. All right.
Oh.
81 is pretty good. So they failed 2 saves and they make 1. So, oh my god, I'm never gonna do that math. I'm just gonna say they failed them all. So how much damage do we have there? That's
81.
81. Yeah, that's serious damage. The group is obliterated. There's only like 2 guys left.
And not the dangly guy.
Let's see. I'm gonna make a random roll.
They put their heart and soul into flaming that area.
That one guy, that makes sense. All right, yeah, he's done. So we'll change him into a different creature.
yeah. How do we know? How can we tell how many are left in a unit?
You'd have to ask me. There's no
Okay.
really easy way.
Okay. Fair enough. That was good, Brooke.
There we go. He's that guy now. Okay. Cool. So that's them done. You move the Watch Warriors in. They could
Well,
attack that group as well.
Which
They-
ones?
The ones just north of Joe John Dron.
There's ones just north of where they are.
You moved them.
I moved them, but there's nothing. There's nothing
The
north
Watch
of
Warriors, he
them.
means.
Yeah, the Watch Warriors. There's nothing north of them.
No,
They're-
southeast.
No, the
of
Watch
them.
Warriors are
Southeast.
north of Joe John Dron.
Yeah. Well, we might as well do that.
Yeah, they could probably dispatch those guys if
Yeah.
you roll
Get
well.
Kempak.
Well, Kempak is one row behind, so you can't. You'd have to. The Watch Warriors would have to literally march over top of Jorjandron to get at Kempak, and he's indisposed to moving right now.
Yeah, let's go after the guys southeast of them.
Cool. So make a roll. Day 20, they get a +2 on their roll. They need a 12 to hit. Ooh, so close. They do a little damage, but it's still like there's actually I think it might be enough to take out that group because there's only so many guys left. Roll some damage. Roll 1d8.
1d8.
Yep. If you get a 4 or better, they're done. They're done. Aw, poor little Sahagan. You've been
Okay.
brutalized. I can't change you.
And we'll move these militia down here, and these militia down here. I guess make attacks the units directly to their. Actually, Andrew, let's
Yes.
get this group here to attack the blue guy to their
To the southwest.
Yeah,
Okay, they'll have to make a saving throw.
yeah.
Yeah, they get a +1 to save on that. They need to get 11 or more. They make it no problem.
Okay. And now they attack.
Yep. They get a +2 on their. These are not Watch Warriors. They're militia. They get a
18.
+3. That is well more than they need to hit. So you get to
Nothing.
roll
A die.
die 8. Yeah, die 8 for them.
Good.
Okay, and we'll do a little math because that was pretty good. Okay. Sorry, complex mathematics. That okay. So yeah, they slay a bunch of guys. They don't take down the deep diver who's in front with that light. That guy actually scuttles back a little bit.
Okay, and this militia, the other militia group next to them will just go after the group directly to their south.
Okay, number 2.
Yeah.
They need to get a 12 for this, and they get a +3 on their attack because they're warriors, militia warriors. And that is enough. Again, you roll a die 8 for your damage.
Yep.
Cool.
Did we use the other archers? Like,
Haven't used any archers yet.
oh, I remember we shot our archers. Did a volley? Remember? At some point.
Hmm.
Remember
Yeah, I
they
thought
were
the
talking
first
about-
move was the archers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, we got
might
it.
have. I think that.
Does
That's,
that include all of the art? Like how? Like that's we've got to.
no, that would have been just one group.
Okay. Which one?
Jeez, you'd think I would have marked these in some way so we'd know that.
This is huge. I know.
Yeah,
It's
there's
not.
a lot of tokens to keep
yeah.
track of. Let's say it was the ones next to Nim that did that shot. I think there's some damage that's been inflicted on one of the groups over there.
Okay.
Okay. So you've got militia archers just to the southwest of Turgar. You've got some, well, the rest are basically out of range unless they move. Oh, there's another group east of Turgar. And then you got some mobile units. Who do you want to do? Oh, and then Turgar himself. You haven't done anything. So what do you?
I did. I started off. Remember with the ice.
Oh, yeah, Storm. That's right.
Attack, yeah.
Excuse me. Yes.
The other one that we haven't used, guys, is the illusionists.
That's
by
true.
the way.
Right. I
They're
mean,
pretty
they're
far
also glass
away.
cannons, so the closer they get to actually do their illusions, the more.
What's
Well-
their range?
It depends what you want them to do. Generally, an illusion's pretty short range, I think. Basically, 2 squares is where they can create an illusion from them.
And can they do, like, in terms of illusions, like, is it just major image, or can they do, like, fear? Like, what level are they?
That's a great question. I would let them do fear, and I would let them do a major illusion. So something that looks very lifelike, both of which would have the effect of either drawing an opponent towards them or making them go away.
Right. Yeah. Because there's also charm too, I suppose, right? Like, but, okay.
It's more of an enchantment, not an illusion. But
I accept. Fine. And hypnotonic pattern, which I have from Sand Ballad. Ooh.
ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should keep. I mean, they can't do a lot of damage from, like, they're mostly. Yeah, we could try to move them in and get them to do created. I mean, we don't really want them to create a distraction because then they might get distracted.
No. Maybe as something to cause fear though would be good.
Yeah, we could do fear and get them to run away. Then if it doesn't work, they're sitting ducks.
Or even create something behind them, like to create panic, where they feel like they've all of a sudden been caught in a trap type thing. That might break.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
Like something coming out of
We
a
could have
leviathan
create
or
that
something.
monster that we planted the seed of earlier. That we have this great force that
Yes, that's
I
right.
like
That
that.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that we said that.
They're probably
Yeah, like a
talking about it
kraken
amongst
or-
themselves. They're like, oh, they better not have that. They were just lying when they said that, right?
And at the very least, if they're making, like, the sound and the roar of one,
Yeah.
that's a lot easier to do than make a massive image.
What's
so,
the range of the mounted unit, Andrew? In a
they-
movement.
They can move 4.
So if they were to, like, if this mounted unit came here to pick them up, wait, there. So that would be what? 1, 2, 3. They got on. They moved another one with them.
I'm going to say if they're going to be replacing the warriors that are on there, there's enough time that's required that they can move and pick them up this round and offload the warriors that are there.
Okay.
I like that idea of the mobile illusionist.
The mobile illusionist. I like it. So we'll say they are carrying 3 illusionists on them.
Just to get them over there quicker. We might as well set off the archers that are flanking me then, Andrew.
Yep, go for it.
To my east, so we'll just get them to fire. Maybe we'll focus on those blue because we would know now that those blue guys can cause some charming.
They sure can.
So we'll get both sets to focus on number 4.
Okay. The first group, Militia Archers 3, are going to have to make a saving throw.
Even though they're right there.
They're right there.
Yeah.
So they roll. That is not enough. They are charmed and looking very intently at the deep diver in front of them.
Now they are up on a roof, right? So they have the safety of elevation at least.
Oh, for now, yeah.
Yeah, okay. The other archer group?
They can fire because they're not within range, so...
Oh, they can't?
They can, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
They're not within range of the charm effect.
Yeah. So that's a hit.
Yeah.
And one guy 8.
A very good hit, too. Okay. Sorry, for the archers, it's a 6-sided die. Because they're armed with...
So he rolled a 7.
He rolled a 7. On a 6-sider, he rolled really well. It was amazing. That's almost as good. Okay. Okay.
And our militia groups are yes, they did fight the ones that are sitting in front of me right now. Okay. Norman, you're good, right?
Yep, Norman was holding fast.
I'm sitting tight. The mounted units the horse people, the militia horsemen who are currently at Temple of Bokob and Hool Watch. What's the range on those folks?
Those guys can travel 4 spaces for 60 feet squares.
And we can give them orders from where we are?
That's a great question because you guys are talking telepathically, but
wouldn't there be like a flag system or some way?
I'll say that
town defense would have had a way of.
Yeah, you've got some patrolmen which are acting as runners. So I'll say that if you have somebody, like you can give them an order to do next round, basically.
Like a signal.
Yeah. Like they're standing by waiting and they've got guys looking for a flag or an arrow being shot in the air with fire. There's a pre-range system, but it just doesn't happen this round is what it comes down to.
What about these guys on the dock here? Remind us what those two units are?
Those are lizard men. So the LZ1 are the lizard men. LZ1 and LZ2 are lizard men, and the GL are giant lizards, of which there are 6.
Are they aquatic?
Yes, they are.
They can swim?
They sure can.
Should we move them towards the battle, or do we leave them there just in case this is a diversion?
I mean, there's lots of sharks in the water, so I'd be wary of
putting them in the water. Well, they can't get past that net anyway that we have that net defense. Remember where the ships are?
Do we know that? Is that true?
Yeah, we did. We built it. The townspeople.
No, but they didn't get past it.
Oh no, we don't know that. But what I mean is, our lizards couldn't get past. If we put them in the water, they'd be kind of stuck behind that net themselves unless they broke through it.
Well, they'd probably have to go over the boat. So.
I'm just wondering if maybe we leave them where they are just in case.
There's second
something else is coming. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's leave them.
I want to send word to the horsemen at Hool Watch to at least move their 4 spaces closer to town. They're still going to be on the plains with a view to the north, but I'm going to move them in closer, at least 4 squares worth, because they're way out there.
Okay. You send up a flag to shoot off an arrow and burn a hay bale and ring a bell, and eventually the Rubik's Cube, Rube Goldberg machine may work to move them in your direction. They don't move this round, though. So they'll move
Oh,
the
right.
next round.
Oops.
Yep.
I'll put them back.
Put them back. Okay, so you have now got some other mounted units and archers. Do you just want to leave them there? Do you want to move them in different places?
I'd say in general, moving people to a range where they can attack and then have them attack. Like
those the archers near the lizards and stuff.
Yeah, I'd say in general that's the whole purpose, is that we wanted them to be able to cause damage. And if any of that, like aside from the wizards where we're like, we know they're glass cannons, they really can't get a lot closer. And of course archers, we want to keep them at a high vantage point. But otherwise, yeah, I think the idea is we want to get them right in there, right? But sounding the alarm at the very least about the light, being like, don't get too close to, like, only attack those ones that don't have the light for now.
The archers have what kind of range again, Andrew?
2 squares.
Right, so if we move these guys...
If they move
here,
1 square, they can fire. If they move 2 squares, they can't fire.
There's no way to bring them down off that roof. Those guys, that'd be bad. So I think we just leave them there. Because I bet the other things are going to come up on land anyway. And then these archers here, did we want to move these ones?
You mean the guys on the ridge?
No, the ones I just pinged on they're by the lizards down on the docks.
True.
We want to move those, folks. Londa?
Sorry, I messed with my headphones and turned them off for a second.
You get the fancy headphones.
I forgot there's like a thing. There's a dial on the back that turns the sound off.
That's how Tron starts. You're gonna get
I
sucked into the.
haven't seen Tron.
You haven't seen
what Jeff
Tron?
Bridges said.
Oh
That's
my
exactly
goodness.
what Jeff Bridges said. The first Tron. I haven't seen Tron, and then he gets sucked into Tron.
It's true.
This happens every time Dan talks to me.
I say keep them where they are as the second line.
Okay.
All right,
I think
decision
we want
made.
to move the people who are like the third line into the second line and keep the second line people where they are. Is that the idea?
Yeah, I think we condense a little bit, but yeah, don't put everybody right on the front lines in case we get some surprises.
Okay,
Sounds good.
so that's
Has
your.
anyone looked up yet? We look up.
And fish fall from the sky. Massive fish. All right, before they take their turn, I know that was a long turn. We haven't had a break or anything. Does anybody need a break at this point? Just
I need a drink.
Yeah, because a lot of things are about to happen, I'm sure.
How am I doing?
Well, we're about to find out is how that sentence is about to be continued.
Do we need to do initiative?
Nope, you guys begin with the initiative. So you do a thing and then they do a thing. Generally, if we did initiative, we'd be here all night. So
Oh, I see. So it'll stay like this.
yeah, that's right. Now they're going to do their thing and then you'll do your thing.
Right. I understand.
All right. Well, why don't we take a quick 5 just to do bio and be back and I'll kill off John. It'll be great. And we're back with the imminent demise of Jordan. I mean, Jordan. Jordan's fine. But we'll come back to him later because he's busy making some popcorn and cannot be disturbed. So,
But I'm still here.
But you're still here on AM radio. It'll be fine. All right. Let's start right to left with the easy ones. So, group number 4 smashes through this building, and you hear sounds of devastation from within. This group charges off this way, and you can see the group of them moving off into that little area. And this group, as you suspect, launches onto the grounds, and between them, they're attacking the militia warriors. Makat and his group, the guys that were subject to the ice storm, are struggling through the ice storm and won't be able to get past the other warriors that are in front of them. So we'll deal with them. But let's start with group number 3. So they're attacking the militia warriors to their west. Those warriors have an armor class of 14, and the Saugan warriors, what do they attack on? They get a +4 to hit. So we'll roll for them. And they get a 16, so they hit. And they can do a little damage. That's pretty good. Let me do some quick math here. Okay, so they do a little bit of damage to the group of militia warriors, but not a ton. Basically, the warriors hold fast, but maybe one of them gets pushed down by the mob that's attacking them. There's 45 of those warriors being attacked by 20, so they have a bit of an advantage. The other 20 are also attacking. Now, this group has been savaged a bit by the warriors and the archers, so there's less of them. We'll see how they do when they attack. That same group. They do really well, actually. They got a 23 and they needed a 14. So... there's a lot of math there. Okay. Oh, I gotta roll damage. Dice rolling, so exciting. How do we do here? Not as well. Okay. Well, they do a little bit of damage, but not a lot. Okay, another 2 guys fall over from the heat of combat. So Makat and his group can't do anything. Group number 1 is going to attack to the north. So we'll see how they do. Yeah, I can just roll both these dice at the same time. Look at that. Efficiency. They miss. They don't do any damage at all to that group. Now the deep divers, though, the deep diver, 6 coral smashers, a priestess, and 20 warriors, and a group of 28, which are pretty imposing, bear down on the archers. That is, say, they climb on top of the building. They charge out of the sea and climb up top of that building to get at those charmed archers who are helpless to defend themselves.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's probably going to be pretty gross. In fact, they are attacked at advantage, which is not good. So they get 17, 24. Yeah, that's not good. And I rolled a 9 for damage. Oof. Yeah, unfortunately, that group is completely wiped out.
Oof. That's rough.
That's pretty rough. And these guys take their space.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's pretty gross to be charmed.
We know where the wizards are going to send their next fireball.
Yeah, that house is never going to know what hurt it.
Yeah.
The deep divers over number 3. Do they attack? Oh, yeah, they attack those charmed druids. That's not good. And there are only 3 of them, so that's a ridiculous...
I remember that they only roll a 10 on their attack.
They roll a 10?
Yeah.
Okay, well, they are going to be rolling an advantage.
Oh,
So
damn.
Do you want to be... they could have one of their die be a 10. Do you want that?
No. Those poor little druids.
Yeah.
No, there's only 3 of them. Let them die.
I'm sorry, is that what you call acceptable losses? I could roll terribly. Let's see if I roll terribly. I don't roll terribly. In fact, that was even better. Yeah, those guys are ex-druids, unfortunately. If I can select them properly. Boom. And they move into their spot. Boom, that's them. Then we have Baron Kempak and his group of merry men. They bypass Jojondron completely and move into this spot where they can attack the Watch Warriors. In fact, I'm just going to kill that guy there so we can get to Kempak and his group. That's a lot. So there are 45 warriors to his northwest. It's not at a advantage, but it's pretty good. How does he do? I don't think it's a 7, but he gets a pretty good 2-hit. Let's see. Plus 7 is 14 is what he needed. So that's pretty good for him. He'll roll his damage. Just that. Oh, wait, no, sorry. It's that. Boom. How did he do on damage? Maybe he does terrible at damage. He does middling. So a lot of the Watch Warriors fall. Roughly 4 of those warriors go down to the assault from Baron Kempak. And now that Jordan is back, we can now see what happens as the deep diver and a bunch of Sagan warriors charge up the dock past and perhaps through Jojondron to get to those Watch Warriors. Basically, if it rolls high, it's okay for you. I'm going to roll a 20-sider. If it's rolling low, it's bad for you. We'll see how this plays out. It rolls average. Okay. So as they charge through you, and some of them take swipes and stabs at you, you are pushed off the dock into the waters to your side as you are wearing your full heavy armor. That can't possibly be a good thing. Let's do a little damage to you first.
Andrew, try to deliver that without a smile behind it.
As the warriors push through you, slashing and chopping at you. No, I can't do it. There has to be a smile in there.
I love it.
I've seen Lima do this. I just remembered that I don't fall off the dock.
So, you take 27 points of damage.
Whoa.
Oh, wait, they're there. You are there. They are there. The advantage, you get to roll your wisdom saving throw again to see if you're still charmed.
Okay.
You are not charmed anymore, so that's a thing. However, you are probably drowning soon, so we'll see what happens there.
That probably helped, perhaps. The cold plunge.
That probably was a factor. So that is...
How many hit points did I lose again? 27?
36. Hold on, I'll check
36?
the record.
Jordan, there's 60 feet for every square.
Oh, thank you. That's what I needed.
27 hit points, what I have you rolled down here. So you took 27 hit points of damage.
Boy.
All right. Well, should we deal... That was their turn. Shall we deal with the drowning of Jojondron first?
Yeah, let's figure that out.
Okay, I feel like that's a thing. So the advantage is that now you are a champion in the fighter class. You were a paladin, but now, since you're divorced Merlona, you are a fighter with a subclass champion, which has a surprisingly awesome thing for you in that it makes you one hell of an athlete. So you get to add half your proficiency bonus, which in your case is +3. So that's going to come up to a... Hey, Matt, in D&D, if you round a odd number, does it go up or down?
You round down unless it specifically says otherwise.
Oh, boo. So you're going to get a +1 to your athletics. So you're going to roll and add +4 to a 20-sider to see how well you swim. Well, that's pretty good.
I just went to the pool today.
So you needed a 20 and you managed to get a 21. So you are treading water in full... Yes, the chair recognizes Matt.
This one specifically says otherwise.
Oh, so
Yeah, it is round up.
it is round up. So you got a 22.
I looked it up.
So you are managing to tread water in heavy armor while a battle rages around you. So you're not drowning, but you're also not making great progress. So you're going to have to make another roll next round to drag yourself out of the water, either onto the dock or onto the shore to your north, your choice. But for now, you're swimming and not drowning. So that was Jojandron's go. Who would like to go next?
I mean, I want to send my group of 6 scoundrels that are hanging out in the tunnels, and I know that I can't see them because they seemingly escaped already. But I know that if I were to say something out loud, one of them would hear it and they'd figure it out. But I do want to send them on like James Bond style. Hey, Chempack, look for the big boss, try and sneak in, infiltrate, lay a trap. Like just kind of send them into the wild and hope that they pop out of a tunnel at an opportune time in the future.
Nice.
I don't know if there's a way to track that. That's what I want to do.
I think that works. And I don't think you even need to make a persuasion roll. But they're well hidden and off. You hear a scurrying of footsteps. Maybe even
They're
a
a
little
secret forest in the
maybe even a little wisp of dust as they move off into the tunnels beneath Salt Marsh.
Yeah.
And we'll say the thieves go with them. Maybe they'll make a little profit on their way. Are you going to stay where you are, or are you going to move it?
So just to my east, a lizard group and a mobile unit.
Yes.
Is there a way that the mobile unit could quickly mobilize a giant lizard?
Well, the giant lizards are to the south of them.
All right, they're the further ones.
Yeah. The lizard
I mean,
people
the
are
question
close.
still stands. Could I have a mobile giant lizard?
I can't see why not.
Okay, sweet. I'm going to work towards that.
Okay. So you moved your 2 squares, that's what I'm assuming?
Yeah. Yeah, I've dispatched the scoundrels and I'm on a lizard mission and I'm done.
Actually, I'm realizing as a monk you have an increased movement speed over most of those other puny humans and elves. You can move
That's
a
true.
3rd square, my good man.
There we go.
All right. So that is Gnorman's turn. Who wants to go next?
I'll cast Ice Storm again.
Okay.
This time on the massacres of the archers.
Right.
So the blue man crew, right there.
Okay.
So my save, what is it? It's 16 that they have to hit.
I will roll for them. That group will get a +3 on this roll. I mean, you can roll damage either way. They get a 19.
Come on, man!
I'm on fire. My group is on fire.
All right.
Actually, they're on ice. They're on ice. They're cold as ice.
So that's 2 die 8, 4 die 6.
Yes.
2.
That's pretty good, Dan.
Yeah, I like that.
So 13 is what they get.
Plus, now they're
And they are
Slow.
on difficult terrain. They are not going to be moving easily.
with a bonus action.
Mm-hmm. Give them the duck to represent that.
I'm just looking here. Hold on.
While Dan looks, DM, I forgot to move my horsemen towards
Right.
town. Their 4 spaces. Can I do
Do it.
that?
Do it. Yep.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
And the mobile illusionists can also move
yeah,
if somebody wants to move them.
sure. I'll move them. I'm going to move all the back channels.
Cool. Do it.
Y'all can almost drown and die in the front lines, and I'll just like move pieces around in the background.
Somebody's got to do the drowning.
I don't think I have anything this far away range that would make sense for a bonus. So I'm done with me.
Okay.
the archers, I guess, in action now.
Sure thing. Who do they want to attack?
So we'll get 2 to go after the unit directly to their south.
Wait, is there an archer group that's still charmed though? Should we?
No, the charmed archers
dead.
got wiped out.
Right.
Yep.
So maybe let's get archer group 2 to go after the group directly to their south. Group 3 of the Sahagin. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Group 3 of the Sahagin. Yep, we can do that. Oh, that is not good at all. No bueno.
Your dice are on fire tonight, Andrew.
Apparently, I really want to kill you all. So that was group 2 that was attacking, or was that group 1?
That was group 2.
Group 1. Oh, group 2. Okay. So
And
they think twice. They rout a little bit in the face of this. Having seen what the Sahagin did on those other archers, they think that maybe this is an overwhelming force, and they hesitate, and in their hesitation, do not fire. So essentially, they blew it. What else you got for me?
Archer group 1.
Okay.
Let's get them to fire across because they just saw their buddies being slaughtered on the roof. So they'll fire at the Blue Man crew.
Okay. Roll for them. Oh, dear. Well, they don't rout, but they are also shaken, visibly shaken by the devastation that was wrapped upon their buddies.
Okay. What about this mounted unit? They're a fighting unit, yes? Or are they just in a cart?
There are 10 guys in a cart waiting for orders.
Should we deploy them to stop the gap here, gang? Like, to act as a barrier with the archers? Like if we move them here? Or is that wasting a mounted unit?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yes?
Yeah,
I hear a lot of
use it or
yeses.
lose it, man.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's move them here. Let's move them here, and then they'll engage with that Sahagin group directly to their south.
That's good. Give me a roll. They roll at these are, I think, City Watch Warriors. Let's see what you said. Mounted units. I don't have anything written down for them, so I'm going to assume they're militia guys. Oh no, militia warriors. Yes, so they roll at a +4,
Hell yeah, they do.
and that is a 16. That is 4 more than they need, so that's pretty good. Roll your damage, Dan. That's die 8. Ooh. Okay,
Come on, Tergar.
They take out 2 of those guys in that group as they jump off the cart and slash their swords and shields, and their big melee erupts. Okay, so you've got 2 groups of militia warriors nearby of you.
Well, let's get them to engage. Let's get Warriors 2 to engage the group that just got hit.
Okay.
This is a plus what?
Also a +4. They needed a 12, they got a 12.
And die 8?
Yes. Excellent. They take out a couple more guys. All right. And, oh, actually, no, they do a lot more than that because there's 45 in that group. Okay. Done. All right. You've got Militia Warrior 1.
What do you think for the Militia Warrior 1? Should they climb up and go after? Yeah, but they'd be at disadvantage, right? If they climb up.
And they'd also be attacking a unit which might charm them.
Right, so let's get them to go after the group to
Well, and
their
I
south.
can try to use my lightning and
Yeah, yeah.
wizards if we want to
Yeah.
try to uncharmable, make a group uncharmable.
Yeah, the archers should play a role in that too.
Yeah, they can hit them now, right? The ones that are directly to their west. So
They can.
the wizards maybe could wipe them out. All right, so let's get Mishal Warrior group to attack the group to their south.
Okay. Roll for it. +4.
Who's M again?
13. M's like a general. He's like a champion.
Okay.
And
Yes,
then die
he's
8.
Makot is his name. Yes, you
I
rolled. You
hit
got
13, so 5.
yes, 5. Excellent. Okay. And how's that group doing? Okay, they're still in good strength, but
That's
a
kind
lot
of the
less
group
than-
around me.
Yep, that's sounds like all you're doing, Dan. Who wants to go next?
Well, I can do some action with my wizards.
Darn
Let's
right.
do some
Let's bring
wizard
it.
action.
Bring it. Bring it,
Yeah.
Brooke.
So I did my lightning bolt, which did a pretty decent job on one group, but did they still have their lamp boy?
That group is now destroyed. That one.
But
That-
okay, sorry, I
yeah.
see a blue guy in front of me, so I'm wondering if that's them. Okay, there's like two blue units near me.
That's right.
Remember that they climb really easily, so
So then, yeah, maybe we'll try to take out the one that's closest to us, because the wizards and I are both within range.
Okay. So
So-
they've used 3 of their fireballs. They have 3 left, I think.
You said each wizard had 6.
1. They were 6 charges in total.
Oh, in total for the entire thing.
Yes.
they have
are-
other spells, right?
I deeply
They-
misinterpreted what you were saying. Okay.
Okay.
They have other spells, right?
They have other spells, but they're really not effective in mass combat like this.
Well then, okay. So I only have 3 left, and then they're
Yes.
useless after that.
The clerics can do a heal on a damaged unit, but the wizards for this effect, yeah, they're basically one-shot ponies.
Okay, and so they were able to take out like half a unit when I used half of them.
I think that's basically how that worked, and then the warriors came in and mopped them up. Yeah.
Okay, well, may as well try to finish off a unit then, and then have the wizards run and hide, and have the clerics keep healing. I did not know that they would only be useful for 2 rounds. I thought I was like, cool, I can do this like 6 times. This is great. So yeah, they'll just do their job, and then I guess skedaddle.
Run away! Go back to your temple. Okay, so they're attacking the blue unit to their south. Is
Yeah.
what I get? Okay, and so they had 3 fireballs. Are you using all of those, or you can use?
Well, is this unit already damaged?
That unit is damaged. Yes. Wait, no, neither of those other 2 blue units have been damaged yet. The
Okay, so
one
yeah,
to
let's
the
do
east,
let's do full power then. Let's do all 6.
the
or
one
all
to the
3
east
or
on the
whatever.
roof has been damaged some, but
So
that's not.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I roll.
Yep. If you're for each fireball you're using, okay, you got it. And they got to make 3 saves, which they're probably not going to do great on. So they get 1 save. Okay, complex mathematics. Here it comes. 83. Okay. Yep. Again, roughly half of that group gets completely blown up. And you see little fish parts and body parts and
Including
warriors.
Lightning Boy,
I'm sorry?
including our Lamp Boy.
Yes, obviously you'd probably be focusing all of that on that guy. So yes.
Lamp Boy is out, and there's about half of them left. Okay.
And that was the wizards that did that, or was that you?
That was the wizards.
That was
and
the wizard.
like I said, this is where I would tell the wizards they can just like bugger off now because no need to have loss of life. And then
They can heal you.
no, only the clerics can. So wizards.
Oh, there's wizards and clerics. I see.
Yes.
I see.
Okay, so we'll turn those into just 3 clerics, and the wizards will say they're running away.
Well, they're retreating because they've been ordered to. They're not
That's
being.
right. It's a strategic retreat. That's what that is.
We don't
They're
need.
to get Anders sandwiches in the town hall.
Aw.
I love it.
And then maybe I'll just try to do some more damage to that crew with my lightning bolt, because otherwise I'd be getting too close to the I'd have to move to try to get the other blue shiny guy.
Yeah, with your lightning bolt, it's 120 feet long. So from where you are, you can hit that group with your lightning bolt, or you could move up and hit 2 targets because it would go through those.
Oh,
2
you're right.
spaces.
I'll do that, and then I'll Misty Step again so that I can hide.
Oh, but you're
safely
putting
again.
yourself right.
No, but then I'm Misty Stepping right back. It's okay.
I'm so worried about you.
I might die.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that at just level 3. So that is
8d6. Oh man, I'm really well. Okay, well that group ahead rolled well. What did that second group, the Baron Kempak group, how did they roll? They rolled a 14. What's your spell save DC?
my spell save DC is 17.
17. Okay, they do not make that save, so they take full damage. So, and are they? Yeah, they're still in the water too, actually. They're not on shore. So, yeah, the water fizzles as the lightning bolt blasts through the blast of the Saugon warriors, of which there is now just a remaining few. And in Baron Kempak's group, even he is caught to the side by by this deadly lightning bolt. And many of his warriors are also injured in the process, but their force is still quite mighty.
Hey, and then I'll use a Misty Step bonus action, which I've properly removed now from my thing. And I'm gone back to safety for Dan's heart.
Okay. And you've got some archers that are also nearby you there. Do you want to just deal with them? Archers 4?
Me?
Or anybody.
Yeah, sure.
Anybody whose luck feels good.
What do I roll?
D20, and you add 2 to it. You need a 12.
Nope.
These archers are just shit.
They've seen what happens when they don't do their job. Yeah, they haven't been properly incentivized. All right.
Good distractions, though. They're good distractions.
They are excellent distractions. So, remaining on here, you have 45 watch warriors that are northeast of Tergar, as well as the mobile illusionists. So, who wants to deal with what?
Now, I lost track of the illusionists. They're
on
they are
MU2. The cart MU2.
Yes.
Right here.
They're on MU2?
Yes.
So we can move them faster.
Okay. And then you also
Cool.
have MU3, which are nearby. They are still mounted right now, but maybe you want to... Oh, maybe they've been moved by Al. I don't know who.
So I want to... I have not moved MU3 yet, or previously. But I want to gather MU2, Lizard 1, Giant Lizard into the little driveway that's by the building the militia archers are on. And,
I also
we're
have
basically...
Lizard 2 if we want, like, next to me that I can gather with you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're going to press in from the flank. It's great.
I want to create a mobile lizard brigade with the illusionists like quadrupling our size.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I like it.
And so we're all kind of gathering in, there's a little driveway area of the map. And so this turn I'd like to coordinate and then decide where we should charge to.
Okay. Well, Al, why don't I just let you move them wherever you think they should go, or between all of you, you can decide where they get moved to.
How big is MU2?
MU2 is a cart and horse that carries currently 3 guys on it, 3 illusionists, and they can move. They can move 4 squares.
Cool.
You can go right into the battle from here. Yeah.
I'm going to, the illusionists are going to get off, and the giant lizard's going to get on the cart.
One of those 6 giant lizards could get on the cart. And to be honest, they probably move about as fast as the
cart does.
As the cart does, yeah.
And you want the illusionist to get up to the closer so that they can cast your illusion, right?
I don't want them front line.
No.
But you're right. If I could
keep them behind those buildings.
NASCAR a giant lizard into the situation. That's what I wanted to do. But all the same, we're going to gather in that area and then mobilize as a unit.
Okay.
And then the two horse brigades move 4 more squares.
Yep, bring them down.
Okay, cool.
We have one more militia archers on top. Basically, there are 2 Normans southeast. What do you want them doing? They're not currently in range for anything where they are.
I think they can.
These guys right there.
They can hold and see what happens around Jojan.
Okay. Shoot arrows into the water around Jojan.
Yeah,
just in
like
case.
it's you ready the action, and as soon as they are within range, all bets are off.
I like it. Okay. Galanda, what is Galanda doing? She's on the boat. The boat is moving.
Yeah, Norman, should I get off the boat? Or do you want me to stay on the boat for this?
I think who else is on that boat?
Yeah, I think it's
probably just a little crew.
Just a skeleton crew, just a show of force on a boat. Cool. Well, let's have you sail like into the middle of the action, like humming your battle hum, and just like as a force on the horizon behind the enemy, just as an intimidation factor.
Yeah, I'll stand at the very bow of the ship, like Titanic style.
Yeah.
Hemming?
Be king of the world. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm probably going to move to here then with my little boat.
I like it. Why don't you make a performance roll for me? And if you do it, if you get a really nice result, I'll let the nearby folks get to roll at advantage because they're so inspired.
Oh, that's crazy. I got a 16.
That's going to be good. I was going to ask for 15. So
there it is.
Look at that. That'll be, obviously, that'll be Jojan, who's going to need to roll advantage for something. The Watch Warriors and the Lizard folks and the Archers.
The Archers. Yeah.
Anybody within 2 of the squares of you, 3 squares, I'll even go for. But not the giant lizards. They don't understand battle hymns. All right. Well, I think all we have left is Anders chilling in town hall.
Yeah. He's been probably directing supply lines, all those kind of emergency responsey kind of things. The regular
collecting a lot of receipts.
Yeah, he's been like, I gotta expense all of this, and we're very diligent about that kind of thing. So, yeah, I'm gonna need a witness on this, obviously. No, I think that he's been trying to keep people's morale up. He's been doing that, and I think in the back of his mind, he thought there was going to be some kind of issue with the water to the northwest. But now he's hearing all of these telepathic screams of people who are dying. So, what can I do to try to hustle my butt to the south as far as possible?
You could move 2 squares.
All right. If I were to,
I think if at all possible, Anders, I don't know if we're telepathically linked, possibly not. But I think you do need to, if there's a bell at town hall, you need to like furiously ring that bell.
Yeah, just for appearances. Yeah, the bell. It doesn't matter what the bell means. It's just part of the the experience. So yeah,
the general cacophony of war.
Listen, you go to ring that bell, and the town bell ringer puts up a hand and says, "Hey, I have a job. I am the town bell ringer."
Gets shot and falls right over. It's like, I have to tell you, the bell's got to get rung by somebody.
Somebody's got to ring the bell.
If I were to use a bonus action, cunning action to dash, could I get a little more speed?
Yeah, you could get another. That doubles your double, isn't it?
It gives me another dash, so it's another iteration of my speed, basically.
So in regular terms, does that turn a walking? Because like when you walk, it's 30. When you dash, it's 60. Would that give you 90, or would it give you 120? That's what I'm asking.
It would give me 90, unfortunately.
Yeah, so I think that
Pretend I don't know the answer.
if you cunningly dashed next round, I would give you your bonus square.
Oh, okay. So I should be going down 2 squares?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. I will do that then. And I can, as an action, can I give a suggestion, like mentally?
Sure.
Or as part of a free action, whatever you want to call it?
Yeah.
I'll say call lightning. I would be very, very useful from what I'm seeing here, because it's a sustained kind of thing. Every turn you'd be able to zap, and from what I understand, like each of these turns is like 1 minute, right?
That's right.
Okay, so that spell lasts 10 minutes. You could be going like zap
Yeah.
and zap
That's,
if you want to.
that was my next wave of attack.
We're the same mind, literally. End of my turn.
Excellent. All right. Then we go back to the attackers who are now doing their thing. We'll go from the easiest. This group.
Oh, by the way, Andrew, I moved archers 3.
I saw that.
2 squares to the west.
Yes, I see everything, and they're fine.
Yeah.
So this group moves up here. This group emerges, busts out from the building that they were inhabiting to attack mobile unit number 4, of which there are 10 warriors being attacked by 20 Sahagin, so that can't be a good thing.
But they have a height advantage.
Being on a cart.
They're swinging down, man.
So it's like a 2-foot advantage.
That's a height advantage. My mounted warriors have a height advantage.
So the mounted warriors are being offset by the superior numbers. You watch. It's gonna probably. I'm gonna roll a 20, and this is gonna be like terrible
slaughter.
Yeah, we'll see.
The tables have turned.
Okay. So they charged through. Clearly, the effort of smashing through the wall of that house was too much, and
they got shards of like splinters in their feet.
That's right. And then little pieces of glass in their little eyeballs. It's not good.
And they realized at one point there was a door. They could have just left through the door, but instead they went full Kool-Aid Man, and now they're suffering.
You see 20 guys smashing on the door that only goes one way, and they can't open it. They're trying to smash it like from the inside to push it out.
Another Far Side joke again with the Far Side.
That's right. All right, so South Group number 3, who has been wounded a lot by the archers and warriors, they're going to try and climb up that house to attack the archers on top, archers 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have them roll at disadvantage even for this attack, given that they are probably doing so while they're being engaged by the militia warriors and the archers, but they are so motivated. So they need an 11 on this one. They get +3, but they're rolling at disadvantage. Anything could happen. They got a 2 + 3 is 5. They miss. So the archers manage to scurry out of the range or push them down. Either way, Saug Group number 3 does not manage to climb up and attack. We are going to have, cunningly... So Dan, with the target cast an ice storm, was it on the Blue Man Group to his southwest? Okay, so they're stuck there basically.
Yeah.
Good for you. Yeah, you know what? Just roll with it.
I can't hear what Brooke just said.
Brooke, your sound has gotten much worse recently.
Yeah. You sound like what that thing was back in the 80s. Like there was AM and FM, and then there was that other one, shortwave or something. It was like you sound like you're
just because the blanket was on it, right?
Oh, that was probably
that's probably what it was.
It was just a blanket, you guys. I'm not in the shortwave radio.
Guys, it was just blanket interference.
What did you say, Brooke?
Has anybody seen the Blue Man Group live? They're weird.
It's a good time though. Okay, to continue on with the slaughter, this Sagan group's going to go here, allowing Makat and his merry men to move up to here. Group number 2 is going to attack the warriors. A small number of the Sahagan remain, so that might not work out for them. But we're going to roll and see what happens. I'm not rolling great tonight, so they don't do... they do a little token bit of damage, but not enough to really make a difference. But Makat and his warriors come up, and they have a lot of firepower. So they're attacking Militia Warrior Group number 2. They get a +7 to this roll. They need a 14. They get an 11. Also not great. So clearly they are not motivated sufficiently. Group number 1 is going to attack Militia Warriors number 1. And they get a +3. They do hit, though. They do hit very well on that group. Roll damage for them. I could just do this all in one swoop, why don't I? Get a 6. So 20, 14, 16. They do a significant chunk of damage to that militia group. At least 4 warriors fall out of that 45. And finally, the blue man group is going to... now you attack them with an ice storm. They can't move from that space. I just need to see what's there. Okay, they are on top of a roof.
Yep.
So I'm going to have them attack at disadvantage to those militia warriors to their east. It's not that, it's that. And they need a 14. They get a +4 on this. They do not hit, so they don't do any damage. Then we've got over on the western side, we're ignoring Jojandron for this time.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, because he's in the water.
He's in the water. He's clearly not an issue. All 3 of these, the remains of the Sagan group, Baron Kempak, and the other deep divers are going to attack the Watch Warriors, that group of 45 that has taken a bit of damage. Those warriors have to make a saving throw because they're being attacked by a deep diver with the old anglerfish. They do not make their saving throw, which is very, very bad. So that means all the attacks against them are done with advantage.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's that. And then that. We'll see how that all plays out. Okay, well, I don't think... So 10. Okay, so the only ones that actually hit them with all of that is Baron Kempak, which is surprising. And that was for a 12, which is not good. That's a lot of damage. So that is 10, 11, 30, 43.
This is on the Watch Warriors that are charmed.
Yeah. Yeah, they took a lot of damage. Half of their number go down. There are 22 guys out of 45 left there. So they are chopped up into little tiny bits by Baron Kempak and his group. And that, I think, is all of the Sahaugen for this round. So let's take it back to the top with the party. Let's do
I will
what?
say this, gang. I'm gonna need help on this eastern flank.
Yeah.
So I'll start.
I'm gonna storm right to Kempak first, but
you have
plan
to.
is to progress in that direction.
I think if Nimmerillion, if you could hit these guys, or even the guys to the south, those 2 groups, and I can concentrate my spells on the groups, the other warriors. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, I have something that I forgot about. Well, I've got that wall of fire.
Yeah.
They also have Everard's black tentacles, but that's only 20 feet. So no, I think the wall of fire could be.
How
good
big's your wall of fire? 60?
Yeah, because that can be 60 feet long, and so it could prevent them from getting closer.
What's your range on that?
120.
Okay, so 60.
So you could fill a square from two spaces away.
Oh yeah, so you're not going to hit.
I can move a square too. Remember?
True.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm thinking,
I've got 16 horsemen on the way too. That'll be there in 2 turns.
Yeah. Like I'm thinking, if I could either focus an attack on the blue man, who are dangerous, and try to get rid of them now. Do you think that probably makes the most sense, right? Or go? It's either them or the M, or like in his group.
The charming needs to stop for
Okay.
sure.
Charming needs to stop.
I'm gonna do call lightning
Okay.
on the Blue Man group.
That was something I suggested, I think. I was the only one that thought of that. So
What?
Call lightning. That's great that you did that.
Brooke, you're brilliant.
Thank you. I know. Everyone, you're welcome.
So I'm doing 3 die 10 dexterity saving throw for this, Andrew, for your
Okay.
gang. Yeah.
My gang will roll at +2. That's not going to fly. They can take all that damage.
Get big roll, big. Not even sort of.
Well, that's pretty decent on 3D.
Yeah, I guess
That's over average.
Two out of
Okay. So,
yeah, that's okay. So, yeah.
okay. Yeah, you blast that group, and 3 guys get incinerated.
The lightning boy gets incinerated.
That is a good question. Let's roll randomly. High is good for me, low is bad for me. Lightning Boy does not get incinerated. He is not one of the casualties. He's still up. Cool. Dan, do you want to deal with your group? Oh, you know who we need to deal with first is Joe Jondron, who's
Yes.
bravely swimming away, inspired by the battle hymn.
I got my egg beater going. I got already making stiff peaks with this water underneath me, let me tell you.
So let me set the scene for you. On the dock to your east is a vicious melee going on where the creatures that charmed you are still taking place. To your north is a muddy shoreline. Which would you like to try and approach? Or do you want to just stay out here and continue to tread water until all this unpleasantness is over?
Well, how
I could
cold is
come
the
pick you up.
That is also a possibility.
Well, I think I'm close enough to the shore, so I may as well attempt to make a, because I can always go back onto the dock to help my friends who are in the little fight there, the dock fight.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'll do is I'll try to get onto that muddy shore,
All right.
and what I'll do is I will. I think I have a couple javelins still. So I'm going to use them as
Can I just have you ever? And I want you to use the javelins, so please don't give it. But have they ever landed?
I'm not gonna. Yes.
They've totally been used as javelins before, Dan.
Well, but they have
but-
landed. I'm just
Now
Possibly
I'm
not.
going to do a different sort of use.
funny
where
if they haven't.
I'm using them as a weapon of peace.
Okay. You're here to try to bring this fight to a peaceful resolution.
That's right. So I'm going to climb up the mud with the javelins as a mountaineering equipment. Brooke, you mountaineer, don't you? Yeah. So Brooke knows what I'm talking about.
Regularly use javelins.
Okay. So I would like you to roll at advantage. You get a +4 to this roll, as we have determined. You need a 20 to make this work. And it's one thing to tread water, it is one thing to swim heroically. Oh man, you didn't even roll at advantage and you made it. That's even just off one dice. Look at you. Who says the dice system is bad? It worked totally for Jordan. So
Should I hold the second one just in case?
I think we should to, get it out of the way.
Save it. Don't roll it.
No, it's going to be a natural 20. I know it. It's going to be great
For no reason.
for no reason other than to. It wasn't a natural 20. Okay.
Okay, I'll take that 19 then. So that's a 20.
Excellent choice, sir. Excellent choice. So, with a total of 24, you crawl through the mud onto the muddy shore with your javelins pulling you out, using them as props to get out. And you are probably a bit winded in the process, but you are no longer submerged in the water. But that did take your entire action to get out of the water and onto the shore.
Okay. Do I at least get to celebrate?
I should think so, as you hear a humming coming from your west.
Humming from my west.
It sounds like that battle hymn that Glonda.
Oh, great. I was worried it was an arrow
Mm-hmm.
coming at me.
Mhm.
Much better.
Speaking of Glonda, why don't we go to Glonda next?
Hi, everyone. It's me, Glonda. I want to pick up my friends. Norman?
Which ones in particular?
I think Norman and the gang of lizards.
I think
Great
I
band.
think we should all
Great band.
meet at Campac to take
Where
that.
is Kenpack?
He's
He's,
K.
He's K.
This
so
guy.
Joe
okay.
John Watch Warriors Campac. Or
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. It's okay. I'm gonna go here then.
Okay.
Or does that set me
Oh
up?
boy, here we go.
Is this setting me up? Or question:
Mm-hmm.
if I did half of my movement, I move here. Can I attack?
Your crossbow.
Yeah.
Well, you are aiming at a group of 30 guys, basically, with your crossbow. So,
Not my crossbow.
Oh.
Dan suggested crossbow. I'm
Bazooka?
suggesting fireball.
oh, fireball would be a lot better. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
why you have fireball.
Yeah.
I remember when you got that spell. This may be
What
one
day?
of the first times you've used it.
What day to be me?
Guy cookies. I saw that.
So yeah,
Uh,
I'm thinking here to just cast fireball. Does that
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
work? Okay, I did
And
it.
I have something else that's going to happen at the end of this too, actually.
Uh-oh.
So roll your damage for a fireball. You have it at level 3? I don't think you've got a level 4 spell slot.
I
Maybe you
do.
Oh, you could cast it level 4 for
I'm gonna
9.
cast it at 3 this time. Maybe
Yep.
again later, because I don't know if I want to use what I have at level 4 until I feel like I need it.
Roger.
So I'm just gonna play first.
So that's
Okay.
8 6-siders you're rolling.
8d6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm rolling a saving throw. And I get, I think that's going to beat your spell save DC.
Damn, you're right.
I know.
Okay.
Ooh, that's pretty tasty.
It's hopeful.
So that's 13. About 6 of their number get blasted. Now, you did. That is not enough to kill off their deep divers, so he is still there. Charming as usual. He's a charming young lad. Okay. So as the ship continues to sail eastward towards the dock, you see a steely glint in the captain's eye as the ship looks like it's not going to come to a stop. She's piloting it directly towards that group on the dock. Do you want to
My
stay on
ship?
board? Yeah.
I'm
He's
not the
ramming them?
captain.
You are sort of an advisor. You don't own this ship, yeah.
Okay. So
Unless you
So
want to
they're-
persuade her not to do this.
So they're going rogue and they just want to smash into everybody?
They want to because their exit is basically they're going to come to a stop or they're going to keep on going because those ships to the south prevent you from moving into the bay.
Okay, telepathically. What do you think, guys? I'm gonna hit these people. Should
Yeah,
I jump?
Yeah.
No, I think you ride it like right from the
Bowsprit.
the
Bowsprit.
the that's what's called?
Bowsprit.
The
Are you still
bow?
doing the
The bow
Titanic thing? If so, this could be epic.
Oh, I thought you were
Okay.
thinking the standard
When it
Waldorf
hits-
guys in front.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
it hits, you like leap off the bowsprit.
Yeah. Okay, and then as I
And then
pass
just, like-
Joe John, I'm gonna grab his javelin so I can hold it forward.
Yeah, it's gonna be a real like Zack Snyder slow motion moment.
Yeah.
I fully
Okay.
expect the boat to explode behind you. That's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're going for it then, I guess. Ooh, this might be the end of Glonda.
All right. As the boat careens eastward, probably Joe Jondron's pulling himself out of the water as this happens, and it does collide with the dock. It splinters both the boat and the dock into lots of pieces. Sahagin are bashed and bruised and smashed. I would like you to make an acrobatics roll for me.
Thank God. I say that because it's much better than my athletics. Okie dokie.
And what's your total?
18.
18 is perfect. So you get to choose where you land. It is
What are my options?
anywhere in the squares surrounding you.
Okay. So I could land next to Joe John.
You could land. Yes, you could land. Yeah, you could land anywhere that's open, or you can integrate yourself with anything that's nearby. Like you could be in the
You
same
could land on
square as
Joe John's shoulders.
You could
I'll do that. Let's do that.
All right.
He just got out of the water. Glad just
I took his thing and he was like, "What the hell?" And then I just fell and flat.
But you're doing an RRR. What they do at the end of RRR is when dude fights on the other dude's shoulders.
There you go. We practiced, so it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was your go, and Jojandron is gone, and I don't know if.
Wait, did any damage come to the people? Because of the ship hitting them?
Yeah, it did.
What damage?
It's hard to quantify, given that you are hurtling through the air and landing on the shoulders of your mate. And by mate, I mean good friend. Come on.
Okay, I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna fall on his shoulders because I don't want to startle him. But there's 60 feet in this whole area. I'm just gonna duck and roll somewhere near him.
That's acceptable. Okay, so Norman, what are you gonna do next? You gonna finish chewing on what you got there? You were muted the whole time, so it's all good. Girl got cookies. I like it.
It's all girl guides. So here's how the lizard brigade works.
Okay.
Giant lizards first. Then a wall of the two sections of lizard people. And then the mobile unit with the illusionists like enveloped by the lizard people. So this is what this whole unit works like. So we're charging down towards the waterfront where Glanda, where Joe John are.
Okay.
And because we're straight to Kempak is the mission.
Okay.
So
you just choose the square you want to have them end up in, and we're going to say that all this force can stay in the 60-foot square. We might consolidate it into one token. This would be my guess. We're kind of running into a space premium there.
I know. Because these watch warriors are like half toast, right?
Yeah.
That are in the middle.
Yeah, they've been cut in half, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, giant lizards first are heading to right where the watch warriors are to take on. I guess the question will be: will the giant lizards be charmed by the angler fish?
I'm also excited to know the answer to that question. Yes.
I don't know, but we're about to find out. Meanwhile, while the whole troops are going in, I'm going to Glanda and Joe John to make sure they don't get trampled / check in with them.
Nice. Okay. So we'll put you all together. I'm going to hide these other lizard folks because they're all in that big group. And let's so who's their prime target? The lizard brigade. And
Actually, no, they're going. The mission is right to Kempak. They're going straight to Kempak.
Straight to Kempak. Okay. So they will get to roll an advantage for their saving throw versus charm because they're not in direct combat, but they are nearby this, and they might get distracted. So you can roll their save. They need to get an 11 or better, and they get a. Okay, so let me just look up a lizard folks. Wisdom saving throw. Lizard folk gets a +1 to that roll. Mm-hmm. And the giant lizard, I suspect, doesn't get a huge bonus. They get to +0. So look at that. Okay, so we're going to say that's for the lizard folk. So they get their... Oh, and they needed only 11, so that's fine.
Okay.
And then the
Come
giant
on,
lizard.
giant lizards. Ah, son of a bitch.
What? Pretty lights. Okay, but also excitingly, you have your big illusion of a mass. So it looks like hundreds of lizard folk are coming streaming towards
And
the
those
Sahagin.
lizard folk masks can't be charmed because they're fake.
It's true. The effect of this is to cause all three of those to have to make a saving throw to see if they're going to stay, because this is a fight to mark the ages. The lizard folks, who had historically been kicked out of their ancestral home by the Sahagin, are now charging forward to avenge themselves on their very oppressors, propped up by the support of both Saltmarsh and the heroes that rescued them from their bondage. So this is, quite
This is
a
it.
heart-pulling moment happening right here.
This is Braveheart.
This is Braveheart. Okay, so the let's get 3 rolls for the groups that are there. And none of those is going to be enough. So they all have second thoughts about this fight that's coming their way. Basically, this next round, they're going to be they're going to miss a turn, which could be very bad for them. All right, and then you connect with Joe, John, and Glonda. Do you want to have a moment to tell me what that meeting looks like?
We're gonna hug.
Hey, yeah, quick hug. Hey, buddies, look what I found.
I've made them soaking wet.
He's muddy and soaking wet.
Yeah.
Check out that
Um,
explosion. That was all me.
Well, did you
People-
see the way I climbed out of water? Pretty cool.
Huge.
Very cool. Listen, why don't you each get on the shoulders of a giant lizard person, try and slap them out of the weird charm that they're in, and then let's ride this thing to victory.
All
We
right.
still have our
I
auxiliary
still-
units.
I still have
Oh,
Joe
yeah, I got him.
Dongeron's javelin in my hand.
We're not done yet
I
because
got-
we've got. Has
I've got to
Nimmerly
move my
done?
horsies.
I don't think Nim's had her turn yet.
No, yeah, you did lightning bolt.
No, I didn't. That was
That was
last
me.
round. I didn't
Oh,
do anything.
okay. I apologize. Let me have it.
And
No,
all the
it was-
archers and militia warriors near me have not had their turn.
Okay, that is very much a time to do that.
We are
Oh.
at 10:05.
We are
Yes.
at 10:05. Yeah.
Should I I'll go through this fast. So archers 3 will attack Sahagin 5.
Okay. Make a roll. They roll at +2.
No.
That is not enough, unfortunately.
Archers 2 will attack archers 5. Or Sahagin 5.
They're gonna shoot their buddies. That's not nice.
No, yeah. Well, they probably miss anyway.
Unfortunately, they do miss.
Yeah, they miss as well. MU4 will attack Sahagin 5, I guess.
Yeah, sure. The Kool-Aid Gang, as they're known.
They hit.
Oh yeah, you're doing well there. Okay,
That's a
so
die
that's a
8.
die 8.
And that's a 7. That's good.
That is pretty good. Okay, so they're going to take that. They chopped through quite a number of those Sahagin, actually. They didn't see it coming.
And then archers 1 will attack Sahagin 3.
Okay. And these are the guys that tried to attack them, so they're motivated.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
enough.
not motivated enough to hit them, yeah.
And the militia warrior 2 will attack 3. Sahagin 3.
Okay.
That's a hit.
That is a hit, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, roll a d8 for these guys.
It just did.
Oh, there you go.
4. And then 1 will attack M.
Gonna attack M, okay. Ooh, okay. Not great, that.
Great rolls.
Great
Really
rolls, Dan.
fun.
Great rolls. There's dark time for the Alliance. So they get caught in a vicious counterattack as they surge into attack. And they lose a few guys in the process.
The archers, Nim, by you, I don't think have gone. And have you gone yet, Nimmerlian?
No, we were just figuring that out.
Okay.
So who are those archers going to attack?
So the archers can attack the group 4.
Okay.
The orange blue boys 4.
Yep.
And so I do a d20.
Yes, and you're at a 2 to that.
Oh my god, 9.
Afraid that is not enough for them to do damage on those guys.
Wait for space. Okay. Can Nim move to where the archers are?
Yes.
Okay, and then she'll do her lightning bolt at the blue man group as well.
Yeah, you can do that, and you won't even hurt the militia warriors behind them.
Yeah. So that's, what did I say? How many d6? 3, 4.
That is, if you're casting at 3, that's 8d6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 25.
And I do not make that save, so they take full damage.
And I aimed at the lightning
You
boy.
aimed at the lightning boy, yeah, okay. That is enough to take him out, actually, so they are in worse shape than they were before. Okay, let's swap him out, update, boom. And yeah, I'm gonna move the archers temporarily here because wait, where have you gone, Nim? I can't see
Here,
you.
I can put myself. Well, we were both kind of.
You're on the same
We were
spot.
all nearby. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sure that's fine. And the only person who has gone is Anders, I think.
Yeah. Well, so where did we land in terms of any movement runoff I've got? This is like a multi-round situation.
3 squares you can now move because you're
Oh.
cunningly dashing.
Oh, okay. And do I have any action or bonus action when I've done that, or is that all I do?
You'd have a bonus action because you're using. No, wait a second. You'd have a free action because you're using an action to dash and a bonus action to do a cunning dash, I think.
Okay. So I'll basically Ferris Bueller my way through a bunch of neighborhoods that I know, and I'm sliding under fences, and I'm like
I love it.
high-fiving people, and I get my way up on top of that roof.
Well, move yourself to where you would like to be.
There we go. Yeah. There we go. I'll be where Nim was a second ago.
Perfect.
And I'm very tired.
But was Ferris Bueller retired? I don't think so.
He
Like
pretended
this-
not to be tired, but he was. Like, he had to be like, "Oh, it was cool. I was here the whole time." But like, seriously, he was running for quite a while.
And I have misplaced the horseman. I see
Someone, yeah, they've been moved. Someone, I think, was moving them up closer.
I see horse 1, but I don't see horse 2.
Yeah,
Or I see
Horse
horse
2
2.
is here.
One's by the bridge.
Oh, I
and
see
then
him there.
horse one's on the ridge.
Right
Over the
on.
ridge.
The old bridge and ridge.
The bridge and
The
ridge.
old bridge and ridge.
Tale as old as time itself. I wonder if there are any elves on that horse brigade. No, I think they're all humans. They're all good.
You know what? I'm gonna do Ridge for Wordle tomorrow.
Let us not devolve while we're live into Wordle talk. Because
Let's all do ridge at Wordle tomorrow.
Well, are those the words we're going to end tonight's sessions on? Because if so, have a great ridge.
Have a great Wordle and a good Bridge, everybody.
Great Wordle, great Ridge.